Hey y'all, sorry I have not been on for a little while. I actually have been in organization mode. Um, so a while back I had received, um, well, actually it wasn't a while back, even before then. Even before then, I could not find my 3x3 cards pockets, that the ones we used to get at Target. And I mentioned this on my one of the previous videos. I couldn't find them. I knew I had some. I couldn't remember how many packages I did have. So I ended up going online because I haven't seen them at Target in a good while. So I guess they don't carry them anymore. But I ended up going online on Amazon, and I had showed you all these, which I purchased. I'll just show y'all the package here. This is them. It's called Sea Line, and I purchased them. And they work fine. They work like the Target ones, but I had to pay, of course, much more for them than at Target Dollar Spot. So anyway, ever since then, I went on a hunt trying to figure out where were my pockets were, and I found them. They're here, and I had 3 packs, 2 packs that were used. No, 1 pack that was used. It had 10 left in it, and then 2 other packs that were full. So that was 50 pockets that I had. Then I ended up had already purchased these. So that kind of set me in the mode of going through the stuff, because I have a lot of stuff, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, I have a lot of stuff, and I probably will not get through it in my lifetime. Hopefully some of it won't wear out before I get to it. And then as far as the other things, I'm hoping that I do get to use them when I get into retirement. And I still want to do these kind of things, even though it's just going to be planning out my day, as far as the little bitty things that I want to chip away here at home, as far as like writing out my recipe book and organizing the photos and the photo album. All of those things that take a lot of time and a lot of thought. I can still use my planner a project planner to plan those things out. I'll still be able to use my stickers. I'll still be able to put down, because I'll still be washing dishes and doing laundry and all of that in my retirement. So I'll still be able to use my planner. But I have accumulated so much stuff, and I was to the point where I was forgetting where I put stuff. So I've been going through and I've been doing this for a little while, but now it's just been more intentional. Like here, this is a little bin, and I know I've showed y'all this before. I have these little things that I keep. Well, they are from the dollar store. I keep these. I've had these they go all the way back to 2017. I think that's the latest ones. Yeah, 2017, 2018. I have 2021 in there. I think those are it. So I don't have any for 2020, I don't guess, or 2019. I didn't purchase any during that year, during those years for those. But I have these, and I kept them because I was like, well, I can just cut them off and just use just this and put, a sticker at the top what month it is, and then use it for no spins or whatever. So I keep them. I don't get rid of them. And for these little particular ones, they come with like 3 or 4 for each month. So I excuse me, y'all, I just hit the camera. So I keep them, and I can use them for later. These are all of my, well, not all of them, but it's probably most of them, because as I get them now, all of my things from the Apple thing, I don't know, that's from my son's thing. These are from Chic Sparrow. All of these little things. This is from Sailor Inks. This is from Colorverse Inks. This is from Kaweco Drum Goals. So all of these little shops that I frequent, I keep their little stickers that they give to you. This was a tea bag that I actually drank tea from, and I said I could use that in something. So kind of like little die cut stuff that I can put into my planner. I have like 2 or 3 of these. This is just one that's very close to me in reach. And then here are some M's. I don't mess with Cricut or Cricut or what's that other one? Cricut or I forgot. Silhouette. I don't mess with them. So these I had my sister-in-law print out these for me, and I put them on my journals. I don't really put them on my planners because my planners are ring bound for one, so I put them on my journals. And I also have these. I started buying them a long time ago, but I don't use them as much because it takes me a while to go through journals. So I have these. I have some of these. They came from Hobby Lobby, I think. No, maybe Michael's. And then I have this H. So I have those there. And then I also have a whole boatload of them here. Most of them I got when they were on sale. They were going out for clearance, and finally, I guess they're finally out. See, they were like 62 cents there. I guess they're finally gone now because now I don't see them anymore. It took a while for them to actually completely go away though. But I keep those there, and I put these like on my journals and stuff. I don't use them on planners. Now, Monique Smith, she uses these on her planners, but it makes absolute perfect sense because her planners, her main planner, she actually put them on those. She used them on her planners, but her planners are book bound or you know, in the format of a journal, like a bound book. So she uses these there, and it makes sense for her. But because I use ring planners, that makes sense for me. One other thing that I'm doing right now, and sometimes when I'm watching you all's videos, I see stuff and I was like, oh, I have some of those. Oh, I can use those. Let me go back to find them. And then I can't find them. So these are all of my labels. Now these labels I actually got when I first started really into this planner community back in 2016. I got them and I was doing this with them. So this is some of the little bitty ones that I have. Right now I'm using them for ink swatches to put on the top of my ink bottles. That was a project that I just finished. But these right here are just actually watercolored in. And then I would go and I would take a tiny stamp and stamp on top of them. Or I would write in to call it out and put it in my planner page. So that's what these were. And I would color these in as well. And you see, I have a whole stack of them. But they were all over the place. So I just took them all out of their packages and I put them all into one place. So these are all the white ones. So that's what I do. These, I did the same thing with them, but they were already colored. So I couldn't kind of like customize them, but they are great for calling out. What I've been doing lately is actually slicing them down the middle because these are a little too big for me. So I had kind of just put them aside. And I would use these sometimes, but I was using one color of these for something specific, even though I don't necessarily color code, but I guess that kind of is color coding. And so I was just using this, slicing them out and using the orange because that's the one that I was using for what I'm doing. But look at how many of these are. And they were all over the place again, and I could not find them. And I forgot I had them until, again, Monique Smith, I seen her using these in a couple of her videos, and I was like, where are they? I know I have some of those labels. And I found them, and I have the little bitty ones back here that match, and I have the circles that match them. So I have all of them together now. So now, and now I know what I have, so I don't have to go and buy anymore. And I can just, come here when I do run low, if I decide to purchase, which what I've done is actually just purchased some. I found some online that was just orange. So now I've purchased those, and those I haven't put in a container. They're on a roll. So those are some things that I am doing as far as organizing. And I have several of these little things here, and I keep it on my bottom, one of my bottom sticker cards. One of them is a notebook card, but sticker cards, and I keep it on the bottom, and I stack them on top of each other, and I just go down there and get what I want. It's kind of close to me, so it makes it easy for me to use. But it makes it easy for me to use. I found it very easy. This right here, let me come out some, is all of my fountain pen stuff. So I have my silicone greases and my little wrenches. This I bought to stand fountain pens in, though it didn't work for that, so I'll probably find another purpose for it. These are some standard cartridges and empty cartridges that I got from somewhere. Down there at the bottom is syringes for when I am changing out my syringes, my needles for the syringes. These are syringes. These are the felt tip for the euchres. And then here are some cartridges for the Platinum Preppy. And here I keep, nothing is in this one yet. And then these are all my little things that I keep, like when I'm doing swatches and stuff. I have water bottles in it. All they are the tops off of the not dishwashing liquid, washing powder. And I just keep them. I fill them with water. When I'm through, rinse them out. This was powder in this one, that white. It was a when I was putting stamps, acrylic stamps, adding them to wood so that I could, but the little tiny ones, it takes the stickiness away from the sticky pad. So after I would get them glued down, it would be some sticky around them, and you put powder. So I would have a little brush in here, had some powder in here, and I would just brush it on the stamp, and then it takes the powder, the stickiness away from the stamp, so it won't be sticking to your paper or sticking to other stamps and stuff like that. So that's what that is. That's why it's white in there. Again, I keep this all on the bottom of the planner thing, and I have like 3 or 4 bins of these, y'all, that I am using right now. And then the last one, I will probably never give y'all a full tour of my craft slash office slash laundry slash guest room, because it has so much stuff in it, y'all. These containers, okay, so these are my ladies that I got from different places, and then I have some in albums as well, in sticker albums, but these are the ones that come off of Amazon, and they have different ones, and I think one set of them comes with 200, so those are in here. 2 sets of those are in here, and then another set comes with 100, so all of those are in here. But these containers, I have the one that has the big container from Michaels with bunch of these in there. Yeah, I think it's 20 of them in there, I think. But anyway, each one of those, I keep things like this small in there. So I don't keep photos in there, which is what they're for. I keep these type of things. And what I'm going to be doing is going in and labeling the top of them. I don't know which way it goes in. Well, whichever way it goes in, I'll label the top of them to say what it is that is in there. And that makes it easier for me to actually be able to go in, pull out what I need, stick it back in, and I'm ready to go. So that's where I am at right now. That's why I have been absent, because I've been spending some time doing that, and I've been extremely busy at work. And hold on, y'all, I think my lens is dirty. Let me pause it right quick. Pause. Okay, y'all, I'm not for sure if that was the lens or if it was the sun. I'm gonna show y'all my last week and week before last, because I never did come back on and show that. But give me a minute. I want to show you all. Remember I told y'all I was going to be doing my ink project where I was putting all of my inks on a Rolodex? I did that, and here they are. Now, the one thing that I did not know with this is that this thing holds so much till they were always just flopping down to the bottom here. So all I did was the ones that came with the Rolodex and some other extra ones that's in there. The ones that came with the Rolodex were nice because they had this little sleeve on there. But I said I can use these for swatches for something else. Right now, I think I counted 149 samples on here. And it's bottle and swatches. So I have many more bottles than I do have swatches, because when I done my ink journal, I had 107 bottles, and I've added to that now, so it's about 108, 110 or so now. But these are both bottles and swatches, because then I can go through and see easily which color it is that I want to write with. If I want to write with the browns, then I go to the browns and I'll look, because right now in my journal it's just swatched in any order as I get them in, so it's not all the browns with the browns. And this is easier for me to figure out what I want as far as colors to use, next as I go through them. So yeah, so this is a project that is now complete. I have went through all of them. I'll say, I don't know, it took me several days. I love this. And then also it shows me which colors are very similar to each other. Like these are all the pink, fuchsias, magentas here. But here is one thing that I've been wanting to show everybody, is basically this little set right here. They look so much alike. This one is a little bit darker, but it's still very close to it. But I will be able to now pull this out, and you can see how similar they all look to each other. So see? So that's what I was missing in my ink journal, which is why I done it in swatches, so that I can have them next to each other and actually compare them. Then I'll go to the reds, and then we go to the wine colors. A couple of them I had a hard time figuring out if they were, which section they would go in. But every single ink that I have is now here and easy for me to go through. So that's that project, and it's done. So I feel very accomplished. And as I get new inks, which hopefully won't be too many because I have so many that I need to go through, but I will put them in my journal, but then I will also put them on the card, in their color family that they go in, so that I can easily look through and decide which color I do want to use or ink up for whatever time period or whatever I'm writing for or whatever. So yeah, that is it for that. Let me know about you all and how y'all do ink swatches and stuff. That would be fun. I seen somebody do it, and they actually have one called the Colodex, but I just used the regular Rolodex, and I used the regular card that was in the Rolodex, and I was actually surprised that I captured some of the sheen and stuff from some of the inks, because I think it's just regular paper. But the reason why I didn't use the Colodex is because I know they have the specialty paper that's designed to hold fountain pen ink and stuff like that. And I don't have a lot of those specialty papers. I write mostly on copier paper and notebook paper. So I want to keep it to as close to those types of papers as possible, because I know that's what I will be using. I do have Tomorrow River notebooks and stuff like that, but those are what I say are my specialty papers / notebooks, and I use them for my journaling, something that I know I'll have forever. Whereas if I'm using other off-brand notebooks and stuff like that, I still want to be able to write with my fountain pens in them. So I always typically swatch on a regular type of paper, something that's going to not be so special that I'm not going to get that same effect on a regular piece of paper and be disappointed. I know which inks actually spread and feather a lot on regular paper because I'm swatching on regular paper. So I know, okay, this ink is actually reserved for that specialty paper. Stuff like that. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go through last week's flip. This is my tracker, and I am keeping up with it. This is my Amazon tracker. So what I'm doing is I'm just highlighting the days that I actually bought from Amazon. And this is it from last year. I went in and done it. So I'm trying to make sure that this year doesn't look like this year. And then I am tracking the amounts that I'm spending. And I'm doing pretty good with it, y'all. So I'm proud of myself with that. And you know why I'm doing good with it, though? It's because now that I am using my dailies on a daily basis, I'm writing everything down on the dailies, and then I can go and log it. So I've been actually writing down what I'm spending. Not like if I go to the grocery store and stuff like that, but more so of spending on stationery stuff. It wants instead of needs, that kind of stuff. Okay. I lost one of my pens. I'm almost out of this one, but I also used this one. It's a 1.6 also. So both of these are 1.6. They're very bold, and I love them. And then I have a gel pen that is super bold too, and I use it a lot. Let me see if I can find it right quick, and I'll show y'all the line on it. It runs out of ink very fast though, because it's a bold. These are pens that I just have sitting here on the desk, and I grab from here. This pen, I actually like it a lot, and I finally did find some ink refills for it that I use. I already did. I already had them in my stash too, the refills. So that made it even better. Here it is. So I keep that right in the front of my keyboard. And I have refills for it too, because these used to be super hard to find. This is a Uniball Signal Impact 207, and I used to find them on on Sam's, online Sam's individual. Now you can get them in packs. They are expensive, or expensive to me, but I love them. And I'll show y'all. I don't know if y'all can see that. They write very thick, but I do have some refills for them as well. So I keep that there. So because they do run out of ink fast, but they write, the line is very thick on them. I'm just, I don't know what that is, so I'll write it here. And then this is that one. And this is that one. And then there's another pen that I use. It's a zebra. And I like it a lot. I use it quite a bit, but it, right now I'm using the click one. But I actually prefer the one that's the cap. The one that has the cap. And the reason why I prefer it is because this one is thick too, but it doesn't feel like the line is as thick as these three. But it's bold for it to be such a cheap pen. I like the one with the cap because I feel like the one with the cap, the ink is darker to me, and also to me that it lasts a little bit longer because those run out fast too. But let me pull it up some. Anyway, so you see this one is about as thick as these two. So I love it. And I use it quite a bit. When I found the, the refills online, I stopped actually buying the pens. And I have them, like, I have some in my drawers in my room. I have some downstairs. This one hasn't gotten too much love, but if y'all can see here, some of the ones that's in the other rooms have gotten a lot of love, and almost all of this is scratched off. So yeah, but again, these write so well. And it took me a long time to find these. So once I found them, I bought up quite a few. And what they reminded me of, there was a pen, two pens actually, that I used to use long time ago. Let me see. I don't think I have it. I don't think I have them down. Let me see. Yes, y'all, I have pens everywhere. So let me see if I have. Yes, this is one. This one. I used these so long ago, and they are pretty bold too. Let me see if it writes. And we used to use these at work. They were quite expensive. This one is kind of drying out. And then it was another one that was even bolder. It was probably as bold as this one. Here it is. This one. You see? And I remember I found it says 1.0. I think this one is this one might be, let me see on the refill. See, this one says 1.02, but they don't fit inside of each other. But it's very bold too. So, and I had these from years and years and years ago, and this is called a hybrid gel DX. I don't know if it's pigment gel. I don't know what brand. Pentel. So I'm not for sure. K30A. Not K30A. So I don't think that but I thought they were the same pen, like more, like this one took the place of that one, but I think the refills are actually different on them. But love these pens as well. Don't have too many of them left. Yeah. So anyway, enough with the pens, y'all. Sorry. I love pens. And I have so many of them that I need to go through. Let's go to my weekly. So I did not show you all last week, and then I'm going to show you all this week's as well, because I have done them both. I did show you all the week before. Okay, so here it is. This is it, y'all. I haven't read over it, so I hope it's nothing on here that you all don't need to see. Let's zoom in a little bit. Okay. Okay, so this is Monday the 6th. And by the way, today, y'all, is the 18th, 19th. I went into the office that day. My mom had labs. I had a meeting, and then just some to-dos here. I was very tired. I had no energy. Oh yes, I remember that day. Pooped a very tired day, unable to muster up any energy. I was so tired that day, I almost called in. Oh no, so I did not go into the office. I was just so drained, and that's just a little girl just showing how that she's tired. She like overwhelmingly tired. And look, I wrote it again, exhausted the entire day. And these are things that I had for dinner, lunch, and breakfast. It was trash day. There's team meeting that I had. I was productive. So see, from here to here, completely different day. This was my father-in-law's birthday. I made some coffee that morning. I filmed. I cooked breakfast and lunch. We did some dishes. Eggs. Oh, that's what I had for breakfast and lunch, because I cook for both times. That's why I put that there, because I typically don't do that. So I was surprised that I done that. Here, what I had for breakfast. My mom had a lab redraw on that day. Worked on SOP reporting, and I did not work on that report off sheet. So I actually need to do that. Salt bags. Had Whataburger. Had BJ's Pizza for dinner. And my results for my colonoscopy came in. My son had his first nursing test. We went to Buff City and got some soaps, me and my husband. We found this soap there that we used when we were in Jamaica, and we love that soap, and we found a soap that's very, very similar to it as far as smell. So we go there and get it. I did some planning. I had a timeline meeting. I went to Watkins for lunch. I told myself to stop it because it's not good. I don't know why I went, but I did. I should have not went. I spoke with the gastro doctor about the results. Dishes, headache. Sarah, my sister, she sent a text to say that they were going to be closing on a house. So happy about that. I need to send someone screenshots. I finished Greenleaf. I filmed again, and then my son had his second nursing test here, and he did well on both. That's what I had for breakfast. Trash day. We did have Krispy Kreme one night. It wasn't in the morning, but that's where I could fit it at. And I had their coffee. That Krispy Kreme was horrible, y'all. Horrible, horrible, horrible. And right here I put their nasty Krispy Kreme. We went to Gringo's for dinner, and that's where the Gringo is, right by the Krispy Kreme. So we went to Krispy Kreme, got a donut for dessert, and yeah, just wasted my damn calories. I had lunch with one of my coworkers. That's what we had. I had a headache that day. This is the day that we added the salt bags in because we hadn't done that yet. We had an SIV. I binged weird shows. I don't know what that says. I don't know what I wrote there. And then I put Starbucks because that's what I planned on doing that day, but I ended up having Mickey D's coffee instead. And I went to the office that day, and my Rolodex, which is what I just showed you all, came in. I had another Amazon delivery and Red Cap meeting as well. Here, it was cold again. I put away some clothes. I washed some clothes. We had kava for lunch. Lord, y'all, it was so good. I'm like, we're going to lunch again today to get the kava. Vitamin shop. We went to Vitamin Shop. I had ran out of glucosamine for my knees, so I went back there to get that. We put some gas in the car. We went to Sam's and did some paper towel cleaning, washing powder, that type of shopping. Washed the bed and picked up cleaners. We did not have the dinner date. We ended up doing kava and we didn't go back out for dinner. So this day we had a baby shower, and I went to Target that morning, went to the baby shower. Then later that day we had Super Bowl. So I left the baby shower and went to came back to the house, picked up my husband, and we went to the Super Bowl. I need to find a little football because I know I have some somewhere and put right there. That was a reminder for me to take something with me to the baby shower because I was going to see someone and I forgot, so didn't do that. Kedrick had his first nursing assessment, like he actually touched the patient, did an assessment on the patient, and then this is just what I actually had for lunch that day. And then here I saw that Moulin Rouge is coming from February 12th through March to something at the Hobby Center, which I need to take a look at that. I'm thinking about trying to get some tickets to go. Car registrations, I have not done that yet. We went and got them inspected, but we need to go and do car registrations. Contact Easy Tag, I did do that. My card on file had expired, so we had to renew that. Mom's Labs, I contacted, Hilton Grand Vacation Club contacted me because we had a trip that we had never used, and so they were asking me, did we still want to use it? I told them yes. I put a note to schedule my booster vaccine because I think, nope, I did not do that. So I need to. I did set that meeting. I had some tea that day. I did work on this warehousing SOP. I did contact this person. And then this is something that I found out at work that I did not know had occurred. And then my husband was supposed to start at Methodist this day, but he pushed it back because he found out it was 3 days long, and one of those days he works at his full-time job. So he pushed it back to tomorrow. So he starts on the 20th. It rained on this day. This was Valentine's Day. I worked. We don't really celebrate Valentine's Day. Breakfast, water the plants. I worked on an SOP. This is from yesterday's lunch. I put that down there because I didn't write it. And then we got a call from the pharmacy about the medication for my mom. And Renard gave me an Amazon gift card and some flowers for Valentine's. So that's it for that one. Here I was on site at work. We had an interview with survey interview with results from a outside company we had hired. There was to change a location of a meeting, created a file log, That's the meeting that I was talking about. I did not get a chance to get that COVID booster because I forgot to call and schedule it. Etsy order and breakfast. I contacted someone about an RDC position. Yeah. So yeah, normal regular stuff. So I was in the office on this day. Here, I just set data training, and then these are the 3 or 4 things that I'm going to go through in that training. We had RN interviews, worked on crops report. I washed the dishes. We had a radiance meeting. Kelton had an interview. That's my youngest son, and he got the job. He hasn't gotten notification of when he will be starting yet. Stationery order here from Amazon. I had some tea. Work on position description. We watched Upshaws. That was our first of season. I think this is season 3 of that show. But we watched the first 2 episodes. I looked at some Instagram. I had a little snack here. My son made something and I tasted it. I had a little bitty bowl. And then that's what I had for dinner. And then my son had his 3rd nursing test here. And then I watched a movie called Shotgun Wedding. And it was rainy and cold on this day. Oh gosh, it was a little cold here. Then today, I did not go to Mickey D's. I ended up making coffee. I got paid on this day, even though my payday is on the 20th. It was cold. Work on crops again. Analytics meeting, a red cap meeting, RN interview, dishes, prepare print list. So all of the things that I want to print when I go up to the office, that's what I need to do. Happy Mail, pens, and Amazon. And then here is mortgage. I accidentally paid it late. I'm so upset about that. This is my 2nd time in 16 years paying it late. But still, I hate that. And then these things, I was supposed to work on it this day, but we ended up going to Cold Spring. So that is what I'm going to actually be working on today. Yes, on a Sunday. I work all the time, y'all. All the time. So, and then I want to pick up the house today, pay these bills, and then I need to work on this, and I need to set a meeting for tomorrow. And then here is tomorrow, the 20th, and I've already started laying things down. Okay. And that is it for my weekly flip and my little rants about organizing the things that I do have. I am working on that. Sometimes I know when it gets out of hand because I start getting overwhelmed. And so I need to work on getting things put away that I haven't put away. And then also just going in and pulling things all together instead of having them in multiple places. I don't typically do that, but if I can't remember where I put them when I'm putting them up, then when I rebuy more of that, they may go in different places, which is why I also have the book that I have, and I'm starting to well, not starting to, because I've been doing it for a while, but I'm putting more and more stuff in here where to find, and it just tells me where to find stuff. So my 3x3 adhesives, bottom shelf of the turquoise mint planner, and then also there at the top as well of the closet, so I know where they're at. So anyway, and this is the index that tells you that stuff. Not everything will fit in this index, but some of my more important things that I know, I will. Some things, they all group together, so I typically know I need to look in this area. But yeah. Anyway, y'all, that is it. I don't have anything else. You all have a good day, and I will talk to you all later. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Enjoy your week ahead. Try and relax the rest of the day because we all need it. And I will talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.